Good morning. Look, she didn't even put shorts on this morning. I mean, she didn't even put pants on this morning because I said she needed to get up. Alright.
But I'm up.
But you're up. Alright. So, coming out to the garage, we're going to measure the food and see if I can put you up here.
Good morning. We are gonna go feed the layers. So they are not laying quite yet, but that's okay. So a couple dogs waiting for us this morning. So these two kiddos get to sleep. These kiddos. He's waiting. So here's the sunrise behind me. The soybeans have now dried out. Ooh, I gotta show you guys this. This is pretty this morning. Super pretty. Ready? Look at that fog. Isn't that cool? So back behind the horse farm, I don't know if any of you remember, but is a swamp. Also, we have some exciting news. We got a fence for our garden. So we could not wait to put it up last night. And we did not take a video because we are very much amateurs at putting up the Premier One fence. So it took way longer than expected, and we had to remove it at least 3 times, but we did it. So, and we got a gate for it. So we have a gate for our garden, for our fence. We thought about putting it up for the pullets here, but it didn't make any sense. So, they are excited. So I'll turn it around here. Good morning. Morning, everybody. Good morning. Wow. Not a prince this morning, obviously. Let me just jump on my ladies. It's all good. Now, how does one empty this with one hand? Obviously, I have not learned the art of YouTubing yet, vlogging. So we're just gonna put it down inside here. Get everybody to till that up. So that's what we have been having them do, is till up this sod that we picked up from our garden, from doing our garden. So there we go. Now everybody is fed. And we just gotta change the water, but there they are. They're all saying, beautiful morning. And we have noisy dogs. No eggs, just poop in the boxes. So, which is okay. That's fine.
Alright, so she did the layers. I'm going to do the meat birds. Thank you for your help. We had to move the chicken tractor, and it was a little cumbersome this morning because I didn't plan this out correctly. And that was something that was touched on at the conference, was we don't need cumbersome chicken tractors. Well, guess what? I have a cumbersome chicken tractor. So, we got some rethinking to do. I'm not quite sure. So, we've been feeding our birds 15 pounds a day. That's a third a bird a day. So I'm gonna go do this. She's gonna hold the camera. Oop, I'll let you handle that. Watch out, guys.
Let's go over with the chickens.
This is really what we're kind of getting right now. They're almost all feathered out. So most of them, their heads are still white, but like this guy, he's almost, hey. This guy's almost done. I took him away from his food, so he's like, ah! So, hey, get off my bucket.
You need to come out.
Yep.
Go crazy.
All right, so yeah, we feed them 15 pounds a day. Usually what'll happen is I'll change the water and the food at lunchtime, give them the rest of it, and then they're good for the rest of the day. So, but I'm gonna go fill this up, and then we're gonna go have breakfast. Woo! Are you going for a run this morning? Yeah, you going for a run. So something they hit on at the conference was taking some time for yourself, preparing yourself for your day, making some you time, because if you don't do that, you can get burned out, you can get slowed down, and you don't get the stuff done you want to get done. So we've been taking some time to do that in our lives since we've gotten back from the conference. And one thing that Jordan does is she goes running. It allows her to cope with her condition and remind her that she can still do that. And it allows us to take 4 crazy dogs and wear them out, at least for a couple of hours. For me, I like making food, so I make a big breakfast. So when she comes home, we can have a big breakfast. If you saw our Instagram story yesterday, I had hash browns and kale and bok choy and broccoli. It was all in there. It was delicious. Yeah, it's just really good. Man, who doesn't love hash browns? But what that has allowed us to do is we've been able to really kind of push it and make up some hours at work, and also do some things around here that we've been wanting to do. We've been planning how we're gonna put these guys outside. These guys go out this weekend, so we're excited about that. We just got our shocker knot net yesterday with a gate, because we didn't want to have to get over that net. Instead, we just wanted to put a gate. It's just personal preference. But we also got some other stuff done that we're excited to tell you about in the later part of this video, because it allows us to connect with you guys in more of a community way that we had talked about doing, but we hadn't done it yet because, I don't know, we were getting kind of burnt out. We weren't making time for ourselves. And so going to the conference really helped us out a bit, and meeting some of you guys helped us out a bit. And we're just really humbled by that, and we're just thankful for that. So we've got some things coming. We hope you're excited. Until we talk about it later, I'm gonna go make some breakfast, because it's breakfast time and I'm hungry. All right, I've had my breakfast. So, good morning.
I'm working on it. Good morning.
You're back home? You're a little more awake now?
Yes.
How's your breakfast? Look at that.
I will let you know.
What? You haven't tasted it? What is this?
Very good.
Very good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we talked about earlier, I'm gonna come sit down. We talked about earlier us making more of a community standpoint for our homestead. And we did a couple of things. Well, we did a little bit of brainstorming about what we wanted to do, and prioritizing, like I talked about earlier, was a big part, but also we wanted to make sure that whatever our goal was, was related to not only our homestead, but to our community and to you guys as well. So we listened to Joel and we made a mission statement for our homestead. So, you want to say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our goal at Working Aussies Homestead is to produce food that is grown responsibly, sustainably, and empowers and connects our families and our communities.
So not only do we want this homestead to take care of us, but we want it to take care of the people that watch us and are around us, because ultimately the video stuff is not for us. It's for you guys. It's for, our families that don't get to see us because we're either here or we're working so much, and we just want to keep everybody in the loop. In addition to the mission statement, that's why we ended up making shirts for you guys. Ours are in order. We're not wearing it yet, but it's something for you guys to just feel like you're a part of this community.
If you want to be.
If you want to be, yeah. No matter what size we are, we just want everybody to be welcome. So, we're excited. This is a new start and time to really get focused. So,
yeah, we're excited to go to the farmers market tomorrow and just kind of recap with everybody there. They were excited for us to be going to the Homesteaders of America conference. So our farmers market's very small. We have about 7 vendors, looking to be the 8th next year. But they are just super supportive of what we're doing and us coming into the community and being a part of it. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. So, but we're going to finish up here, go to work, and then when we get home, we're going to talk about some more layout that we want to do around here to kind of get ready for spring. So, had to come home for lunch. Well, I didn't come home for lunch, but I came home. I took Jordan to physical therapy, so that's where she's at now. So, but I came home because I fed the chickens, checked on everybody, and I had to pick up our little straggler, Piper. Oh, well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. But we take her to work sometimes with us. Her and Finn are our 2 that usually go to work with us. And she wanted to give one of her physical therapists one of these wonderful calendars. I don't know if you can see that. But we ended up getting 3 at the HOA show conference. So we are going to give one to her or him. I don't know who it is. I think it's her. And that way they'll have it for their garden. So here we go. How you feeling?
Good. It was a good, that's all right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a good session. My hands were a little tight, so, but she said not to work too hard, but this weekend we're gonna be planting our garden, so.
Look at that little bugger.
Hi, Goose.
Let me see if I can. Oh my
Goodness.
goodness. See that little bugger.
Goose.
Look at that. Hey! Oh my gosh!
Here, I'll let her out. Come here. Hi, Goose. Come here. That's my girl. Yeah? Come here. Hi, come here. Hi, Mama. Hi. Hi. Do you miss me? Yeah, I know. It's only been a few hours. Do you miss me? Should we go?
This is how we get every greeting. So
Every single greeting.
every single one. All right. Now it's time to go back to work. So here we go. Woo! Home from work. All right. So We just got home from work. Not a long day, but longer day.
It was an okay day.
Yeah, it was an okay day.
Yeah. It's a Friday.
It's Friday. If you didn't catch my Friday joke, go check out our Instagram page.
Instagram story.
Sorry, Instagram story. Obviously, I am not technologically advanced enough. But as you can see, he got his herding ball. This is what he does. We're gonna walk you around the homestead and kind of show you our idea for spring. So we've cleaned out this bush area here. I don't know if you can see it really well, but we cleaned out this bush area. And this is where a shed's gonna go. And the shed is gonna provide basically a space for chicks to kind of live in. They'll have access to grass outside once they get older. And also it'll house our feed and anything else. We're gonna do quail in there. We're gonna do maybe some rabbits in there if it gets cold enough. Might not get cold enough around here. But really what's happening, if you can see, and Jordan can help me explain it, but these bushes here have grown so tall for so long that they're cutting the life out of the tree. So we're gonna try and save the tree by cutting back the bushes, even though some of them are flowering and looking very pretty. We like our trees better than bushes. Really? Really? Thank you. Thank you. You're so nice. Anyways, so we want to try and save trees. Over in this corner, we have 1 apple tree, 2 apple tree.
You're gonna get them all.
And I'm not gonna point you that way because the dogs decided they were gonna go to the bathroom. And then in the corner there is another type of tree, but they're all dying. So, what's the goal for over here?
Well, the initial goal is to kind of wait until the spring and see if any of them do come back and flourish. But if not, we're gonna end up cutting them down and we will be replanting an orchard. So replanting some apple trees, maybe add in a pear or a peach or maybe a cherry tree. We're not really sure yet.
And some nut trees.
Yes, and some nut trees. And possibly some mushroom logs. So this corner of the property will be kind of like our tree garden, which is an orchard. But
the other thing we're gonna do to try and help out the trees, if we can save them, is we ordered more chickens.
Which you saw on the Instagram story if you've seen it. But we ordered 15
How do we
more
make
chicks.
videos? How do we make videos around here? I don't know.
I don't know.
But we ordered 15 more chicks. They'll be here
For Halloween.
Yeah, so they'll stay in the garage in that brooder until they're ready to come outside. They'll come over here in this corner, hopefully eat some of the bugs. Hopefully eat some of the bugs that are over here, kind of destroying the trees, and help with fertilizing the soil. But we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna work. It might not be a long enough time, but we're gonna try it anyways.
Yep.
And
it's worth a try. And we get more chickens, and these chickens, once they get to the laying age, these will have that nice pretty green egg.
yeah, so a brown and green egg.
Yes.
Yes.
We have a big plan for this spot in a year.
Oh, that's right, in a year. Okay, so we talked about a 1-year plan, but we didn't talk about 2-year plan. So this next year-ish is going to be researching for pigs. We're not going to have them necessarily free range or range any in the grass. We're going to do pig port pigs. So we bought Justin's videos. We're going to watch it. We're going to learn about doing pig port pigs because we really want to do that. We're gonna do pig port over here. We just really want pigs, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it is. We just want pigs. So we're gonna do pigs, but we're gonna do it the right way and do our research first. We have thought about doing some other livestock, but we don't have a good resource for how much acreage or space we need for different animals. If somebody has a good resource for that, put a comment down below, because we have no idea.
Because I came up with an idea and then we just kind of shot it down because we don't know if we have enough space. I honestly would love to raise one cow, not a milking cow, but a meat cow, a beef cow. But I don't know how much space they need or what's really required with that. So like a lot of people will say, well, you need, an acre and a half for a cow-calf pair. But I don't want a cow-calf pair. I just want like a bull cow.
Yeah.
So if you have any information, we'd love that, because we'd love to know what capabilities we have besides doing a pig port and chickens. Not a huge fan of goats, but again, we'd love to know some information.
We've talked about sheep, but we don't know if we have enough space for that either, because they're a bigger animal and they need places to roam. All right, so back here we're gonna do raised garden beds. That way we have one whole garden in the front, garden beds in the back, and we can rotate through the season. So we'll have spring and summer in one, and we'll have fall and winter in the back. And that way it's not so hard on the soil, and we can kind of actually control one of them so it's not in the ground. So whatever one is a little bit easier for us, we'll put in the ground. Whichever one is not, we'll put in the raised garden beds. What else is going back here?
Back here, we are also going to put the black Australorps to permanently build and make our compost for us. So we're going to make them a deep bedding pen here, right next to the compost pile. But we have 5 hens and 1 rooster. So we will be bringing Prince Charming and his 5 little black ladies back here in the next few months. We're not super rushed for it right now, but this is where they will be.
And then the last biggest part of this whole thing is we're gonna build a greenhouse, and that's gonna go somewhere over here. There are other parts to this that we're gonna do, but those are the main kind of criteria. We're not gonna build a dog fenced in area because they do pretty good, except they're not doing great in this video, but they're doing great. They've done great the rest of the time. So I think instead of that area being just for them, we're gonna just do their animals there. So their ducks, their chickens, the quail will be in the shed, but anything that we raise to feed them raw will go in that area because there's a bunch of space that we were gonna put there. So
do you want to walk over and show where the reds are going?
Sure. So we're splitting up our chickens. Our black Australorps and our Rhode Island Reds will be split up so they can do more work in different areas. It'll take longer, but it'll be better. So y'all having fun? So over in this area, again, we have trees that aren't really doing so hot. We're gonna try and save them. If we can't, then we'll plant something in their place. But we wanna try and save them, so we're gonna run the chickens over here. The nice thing is it's beside the garden. So it's beside the front garden. So we'll still be able to kind of get that mix of what we pull out of the garden, we can give to the chickens and such and such. So that's it. That's the 1-year plan. That's what's gonna change. It's a lot to do. We're gonna try and get it done as fast as possible. But we're also gonna work on our finances a little bit, which we're gonna talk to you about in a different video, because that's a whole different story. So
we always got a lot going on.
Yeah, always got a lot going on. So But hope you guys like this. It's getting kind of dark outside, so we're gonna call it a night. Get some stuff done before we go inside.
Yeah, try to pull a couple weeds because tomorrow's planting day.
Yeah, planting day, which is again a whole nother video. So we're gonna try to pull some weeds, and then we're gonna go have some dinner and call it a night. So looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video.